So Call of Duty just released their multiplayer map Intel drop, and this video shows a lot more than just the multiplayer maps we'll be getting. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be reacting to the video together, then I'm going to break down the video bit by bit and show you little hidden bits and bobs that you might have missed, and we'll talk about a bit more about how the maps look and how they differ from Modern Warfare 2. So let's get straight into it. If you do like the video, don't forget to hit that like button for me, and if you want to stay up to date with everything Modern Warfare 3, seeing as it's around the corner, hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit the notification bell so you stay up to date with all my latest videos. But let's get straight into the video right now.
For multiplayer in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, we wanted to give the player a new way to experience these classic maps.
Intel drop, let's go.
When we told the art team we're going to be making these maps, they lit up. They were like calling dibs on which ones they wanted to go get reference for.
The maps really come through. They feel like they felt back then. And when you're playing high rise, when you're playing a state, you feel really transported back. We questioned a lot of what was good about the movement of older games, what was good about the gunplay of older games, and the same with the newer games. So we tried to marry a lot of those things together.
The way we approach it is that how are we going to make these the best versions of those maps that people have ever played? Because that's what we wanted. That's what we want as fans.
There are places where the metrics of the level are adjusted to fit more modern gameplay, but for the most part, it's going to feel incredibly similar. The biggest changes are really in a fidelity sense. Places like Afghan, where it might have been difficult to see somebody in some of the circumstances, we have new tools to make that both look better, but also read better, so that your target acquisition is improved.
Favela is a map where it really pushed our opportunities to explore what you couldn't do in the old one and what you can do now. From an artistic side, the map has more detail than I think any other map.
Just gonna say.
In high rise, it's fun to explore and jump on the scaffolding and mantle to places that you weren't able to actually grab or reach before. Now you can get there.
When it was a question of whether it should be like the original or whether it should be more modern in terms of the metrics, we went with the original. And we pushed very hard to make sure that that experience was as close to the original as we possibly could while we modernized the look of the map.
I've seen people play it for the first time and they don't really know what they're going to see. And when that load screen shows up for Favela or for Quarry, you see them light up like, oh my gosh, these are the maps that I've been hoping they would remake.
The whole team here is super excited to bring all of these maps to fans everywhere.
Let's go. We'll talk about pre-ordering it towards the end of the video, but I think what we're going to do now, like I said, so there's a lot in that video, and we're going to go back and we're going to break it down, just a couple of points as well. So in terms of key differences, I think the main differences is the designs of the maps. The map is still going to play exactly how they did back in Modern Warfare 2, but like the lanes and everything, I think they'll largely be similar, but just the design is going to be tweaked specifically. So that's going to be generalized across all maps. As you saw, those are pretty much all the maps that we are going to be getting as well. Some maps we're looking forward to. Obviously, some maps didn't really play so well, so hopefully they've added stuff to make it play a bit better. And yeah, man, let's
the multiplayer in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
So obviously, that's Skid-Row, Scrapyard, which we had in Modern Warfare.
A new way to experience these classic maps.
So where was...
We're going to be making these maps.
Invasion, Favela. Favela looks dark and gloomy. Skid-Row, exactly how it is.
Reference back then, a state, you feel really transported back.
See, a state. So this was the back part. This looks a bit darker than it was back in Modern Warfare 2. So again, the design has differed slightly. The greenhouse you can still go into.
We questioned a lot of what was
this. Just look how like bright and vibrant it is, just color-wise. This looks so smooth. And they've got everything down to the detail.
The map has more
just like how
detail
the
than
favelas
any other
look, or how you'd imagine it would look.
In high rise, it's fun.
High rise. So as first thing we've noticed about high rise, there's a lot of changes in high rise that we've noticed, but also some movement that we're going to touch base on as well. The buildings is nothing like Al Mazrah. Literally, they've gone straight back to Modern Warfare 2. If you see here, you still got the little ramp you can jump up. So I'm hoping they've added that back, where you can get on top of the roof, where you'd have to jump here and then go all across. That would be cool. Obviously, as we saw in the gameplay, you can actually jump over. They've changed the direction of the heli, and obviously we saw that in the game design. If it stays like that, I'm guessing that must be a gameplay reason.
Explore and jump on the scaffolding and mantle to places that you weren't able
Look
to
how-
actually grab or reach before. Now you can get there.
Just look how smooth that
Mantle
is.
to
Look.
places that you weren't able
1,
to
2.
actually grab or
Bam.
reach before. Now you can get
Same.
there.
When it
That's so much faster than what we already have in Modern Warfare 2. So already they're sticking with what they've said about movement, making it a bit more smoother, making the mantling quicker as well. So that's such a positive to take.
was a question of whether it should be like the original or whether it should be more modern in terms of the metrics, we went with the original. And we pushed very
Look at
hard
this,
to
look at
make
this.
sure that
Bam.
that experience was
And again,
as close to
bam.
the original as we
Guns out
possibly
straight
could
away.
while we modernized the look of the map.
I've seen
Yeah,
people
so-
play it for the
so
first
good.
time and they don't really know what they're going to see. And when that load screen shows up for Favela or for Quarry, you see them light up like, oh my gosh, these are the maps that
Rundown. See, this was another one that caught my eye. Rundown is a lot brighter. A lot brighter. So they've clearly looked at everything that went wrong for the older Call of Duty games and have essentially made them better. It's good. Looking really good. I mean, the key things that I wanted to touch on was mainly just the movement, because the movement is so silky smooth, and this isn't even a movement video. People are looking at it and just thinking, oh, you know, just cash, you know, you're jumping up and down high rise that we all do. But in comparison to what we have now in Modern Warfare 2, that's a huge difference. It's very relatable to Modern Warfare. So that's good. Really good. Anything else? Scrapyard. Sub base, again, dark and gloomy as it should be. And that's it. Lastly to touch on will be pre-order. So I've personally not pre-ordered it yet. Why? Because I still want to see more what they're going to give as part of this game. As a whole, we've been let down many times with obviously Vanguard. Cold War was great. Vanguard was very mid. Modern Warfare 2 was just terrible as a whole game. Modern Warfare 2 wasn't great in my opinion. Warzone tried to do it as much as it could, but even Warzone started off so mid. So for now, what I'm going to do, I'm personally going to be waiting to see how see everything that they're going to be implementing into the game and making sure that it's concrete before I end up pre-ordering it. I'll most likely pre-order it just so I can play the game a bit earlier than everyone else, but that's just my personal preference. In terms of what you get between the two, like Vault Edition and normal, so you just get the game. Vault Edition, you just get some extra skins. So if you don't care about the skins, save yourself 15-20 quid and then you're all good. So pretty much that's the whole trailer. So all in all, my take from that trailer is great. From the trailer about the maps itself, the maps look amazing, they look beautiful, and they've kept it almost one-to-one scale with how it was in Modern Warfare 2. In terms of the sneak peek and added bits that we got with the movement, banging, so good. I hope it is going in the right direction so far, is what I would say to summarize it, like this whole video. So I just hope it continues to go through that direction and we have an absolute banger of a game, because if we do, Modern Warfare 3, you know, 2024 is going to be a good year for Call of Duty. So that's it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Know what you guys thought down in the comment section below. And other than that, like I said, if you did like the video, hit that like button for me. And if you are new to the channel and you want to stay up to date with everything Call of Duty, especially Modern Warfare, with Modern Warfare 3 around the corner, hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you stay up to date with my latest video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.